Hello, thank you for watching this video, and this tutorial will teach you about the basic syntax and also the building blocks of C programming language syntax. And I hope you will learn a lot, and see you soon. Bye! Hello, thank you for watching my YouTube tutorial videos. And now my topic is all about the basic syntax and also the building blocks of C programming language. So are you ready, guys? So let's get started. The basic syntax. Syntax is the arrangement of words and phrases to create well-formed sentences in a language. Syntax could be termed as well as a grammar. English grammar or English language has a grammar, and you can check your grammar if it's correct by using the application of Grammarly. As well as the C programming language, it has a grammar or a correct syntax in order to run our program successfully. We use IDE or code editor to check or correct our errors in our program. And there is also a building blocks in the C programming syntax, and these are called tokens. Tokens are composed of three important blocks. The first one is the keywords, and the second one is the identifiers, and the third one is the semicolons. So let's start with the keywords. Keywords are predefined reserved words used in programming that have special meanings to the compiler. Keywords are part of the syntax and they cannot be used as an identifier. As we can see, it is predefined. That means to say it has a role or a function, and its function has different applications to other keywords, and it is a reserved words. That means to say that it has a meaning for the compiler. If you will put that keyword inside your program, then the compiler will understand what you are trying to do in your code. And also, this is should be a unique identifier, unique keyword. That means to say you cannot use this as an identifier in your program. And these are the lists of the keywords in C programming language: the auto, the break, the case, the char, the constant, continue, default, do, double, else, enum, extern, float, for, go to, if, int, long, register, return, short, size off, static, struct, switch, type def, union, unsigned, void, volatile, while, and underscore packed. So these are the 33 keywords. Let's go to define the meaning of the keyword char. Char is a data type that can help us to store characters and letters. These are composed of the ABC, the 1, 2, 3, and all symbols inside our keyboard. And also the int. Int is also a data type that helps us to store integers, and it is also used for returning integer values. So int is also a data type that is part of a keyword. And let's go with identifiers. Identifier is a name used to identify a variable, a function, or any other user-defined item. Identifier starts with a letter or underscore but cannot start with a number. And C is a case-sensitive language, as capital letter Iron Man at first is different from the small letter Iron Man because C will interpret it as a different identifier. And the examples that could be used as an identifier are this: the money, the name, 50, the underscore temp, and the ABC 123. Now let's go to the last one, the semicolons. The semicolon is a statement terminator. That is, each individual statement must be ended with a semicolon, and it indicates the end of one logical entity. Given below are the two different statements, the printf, hello world, and also the return 0, where these both statements should have a semicolon at the end of their entity. Or if it has no semicolon at the last part of that statement, then there will be an error in your program. And now let's go to the actual scenario of our program, and we will try to define those blocks inside the structure of our code in Visual Studio Code. So let's go. As you can see in here, this is the program that we have made. So I will define those tokens inside this code, and I will start at the keyword, a keyword, and the letter B is the identifiers, and letter C, the semicolon, and also the others are the symbols. And now let's define this one first. At the first row, this hashtag is a symbol, and this include here is a keyword, and this CDIH that has a symbol like lesser than and greater than are called symbols, and this TDIO.H is an identifier. Okay, and this int here is also called a keyword, and this main here is called a function, or it is an identifier, and it has a bracket, a parenthesis rather, that is a symbol. So before making after making a function, you must put a open close parenthesis so that it could be detected as a function. So that is identifier, and then this one, the bracket here is called symbol. This bracket here, the purpose for this is you should only have to put your declarations or your statements inside this open close bracket, so that our compiler will be able to run our code inside of this. We cannot run our code outside of this main function that has this open close bracket. It should be inside that brackets in order to run our code successfully. Okay, so let's proceed to this function, the printf. Printf is also a function, or it has a parenthesis, and this one, these are called string literals. So let's just put here string literals, that are composed of characters. So that is it. And we all know that this is a semicolon. This is the semicolon is another term for semicolon is terminator. For it terminates our code or execute our code successfully. So that is the purpose or the meaning of the semicolon. Okay, and this one here is the return. It is a keyword as well. And this 0 is an integer value that could also be string literals, for it is the value of the int here. And the last one is the semicolon, which is a terminator, and the close brackets there is called the symbol. So we have defined each of the tokens inside of our program, and this will help us to understand our structure and the basic building blocks inside of our code. So I hope you have understand important things in this video tutorials, so that you can be able to create your code already, even though you are just starting or just a beginner in coding. But I know that if you will continue to this tutorial and studying more about codings, you will reach your goal that someday you will become a coder or a web developer or app developer someday. So I hope this will training ground so that you can be a successful programmer. And that's all tutorial, and I hope you will subscribe again to my YouTube channel so that you can be able to follow my next video tutorials. And thank you again, and goodbye.
Hello, thank you for watching this video tutorial, and I hope you learned a lot, especially in the basic syntax and also the building blocks of C programming language syntax. And please do not forget to subscribe by clicking the subscription button down below so that you can be able to follow our next tutorial. That's all for now, guys, and see you to our next video tutorial. Goodbye!